that you have exhibited since our last engagement last August 2024 while we were in Ginger. Your performance since that time has led to visible and tangible results, both at the ministry headquarters as well as at the missions abroad. Some of those tangible results which you have exhibited, I will just mention a few again of camp. Because of your hard work, we have realized the attainment of targets in the work plans and the achievement of broad goals and objectives in our mandate. We have been able to notice, particularly at the ministry headquarters, the innovation led by the permanent secretary in several departments. And these innovations include the integrated foreign affairs system and the corporate social responsibility activities undertaken at the ministry headquarters as well as your missions. We have noticed increased and improved coordination and partnership between our ministry and missions with other MDAs and stakeholders. And this increased partnership is evidenced in the manner in which other MDAs participate in meetings and activities that we coordinate, both here in Uganda and abroad, as has already been said. Is strengthening the foreign services contribution to national development. I must admit, this is particularly fitting, considering what I have just mentioned about the environment internationally. Uganda's development goals, objectives, targets, indicators, obviously are clearly outlined in the 4th National Development Plan. And I am sure all of us are quite familiar with this development plan. However, for purposes of clarity, let me just mention 3 important areas of this development plan. 1, the 10-fold growth strategy. 2, the promotion of economic and commercial diplomacy. And 3, focus on the ATMs, agro-industrialization, tourism, mineral beneficiation, and science and technology innovation. These are very important areas. In all of these efforts and strategies, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs must make a contribution. That is why we are sitting here today, to highlight its role in national development. And this is what we are going to examine. But as we look inward, as we concentrate on our challenges as a country, we must not forget what is going on around us. In this region where we live, we are still facing peace and security challenges. Despite some stability in Somalia and Eastern DRC, tensions in South Sudan still remain a matter of concern. His Excellency Ronnie, I believe, during our interaction, will be able to bring us up to date as to where we are in that situation. We also have a continued conflict in the Sudan, and that equally is very worrying. Across the seas, we noticed the emergence of a new wave of unilateralism and protectionism. This poses an extremely and existential threat, not only for Uganda, but the globe, particularly the global south. You are all familiar with elements of this, like the tariff wars, reduction in funding for international organizations, declining international development cooperation funds, unresolved international political and security crises, particularly in the Middle East and Ukraine. We notice increasing tensions in global hotspots and the persistent threat of international terrorism. As a consequence of this, only last June, we had to evacuate students and other Ugandans from Iran following the explosion of tensions between international partners in that area. As I did mention earlier, all this call for critical rethinking and realignment of our activities and a review of our strategy.